Hi everyone, it's Norma-Jean again. As promised, potato pizza. We're having a lovely snowy day here in Rhode Island and good day to cook, and I figured this would be a good day to post this video. So here we go, potato pizza. So I'm going to start with my dough. I know that everybody makes pizza, simple enough, but I'm going to show you how I stretch my dough out and what I do to get it in a pan. Some of you have already asked me, do I make my own dough? Occasionally I do. I have. That can be a video for another day, but I did not make this dough. And I think that we can all agree out there that when you live in the Providence, Johnston, Cranston area, there are way too many great Italian bakeries that make fabulous dough. Bakery's the place to get it. I don't like supermarket dough simply because it's processed. It has chemicals in it, preservatives in it, but if you go to your local bakery, first thing in the morning, I got this from Palmieri's this morning. They were about the only place I could find open on Killingly Street. They have a nice dough. And I got it there. I like DeLuise dough, it's fabulous. That's right around the corner from me. So again, you all know what I mean. If you're in this area, easy enough to get the dough. So I stretch the middle out first, and then I do the edge. Because one thing you don't want are those big, thick edges on the pizza, and then the middle of it's really thin, so when you go to cut it, it all falls apart. So that looks good. It looks all about even. So my pans are prepped here. You like my black pans? These are my pizza pans. I've had these for years. They don't get scrubbed. They just get rinsed and wiped. A little soap and water if anything gets in them, but you don't want to scrub them with like an SOS or anything. So you want to keep your pizza pans separate from your cookie sheets, because the more seasoned these pans get, the better the crust comes. So there we go. So I have 2 pans prepped for you. I coated these pans with corn oil. No sense in wasting olive oil to coat the pan with, because all we're doing that for is to get the crust a little brown on the bottom. Doesn't stick to the pan. So there's my dough ready. You want to have that one side ready and waiting. I'm going to cover this other pound of dough. I don't want to lose that. Little damp towel on the dough on the counter, you know, by the way, it makes it rise nice. I've had this covered on the counter for a couple of hours. My oven's been preheated to 375. I actually already have one in there, so we can move along quickly. So, main ingredient for potato pizza, what else would it be? Potatoes. I like red potatoes for this. Red potato just has a different consistency. It's a little more meaty of a potato, doesn't have a whole lot of water in them. So I like red potatoes. Plus, I like to keep the skin on, and that's really good with a red potato, because red potato skin is really, really delicious, has a lot of vitamins in it. So if we're eating bread and potatoes, let's get something nutritious in there. So I've already gone ahead and started to slice. For 2 pizzas, I'm using 4 potatoes about this big. Okay, and again, everybody knows this is my recipe. You can judge if you want more potatoes, put them on. One thing is, you don't want to overdo it with the potatoes on the pizza, because then they're not going to cook. So if you can see how thinly sliced these are, I'm going to slice one for you. These potatoes, believe it or not, you wouldn't think so, but you do not have to pre-cook them, because they cook quick enough on the pizza, and they're always done every time I do it. So I am not a chef. I don't have any big fancy knife or anything like that. This is my simple pantry cooking. The knife that I use actually is probably over 50 years old. This came from my husband's father's meat market, and when they closed the market up and dispersed some of the stuff that they had, I said, I want that knife. And I've been using it ever since. If anything ever happens to it, I don't know what I'm going to do. So if you can see how thinly sliced those are. Beautiful. Almost like a potato chip. Okay, I'll slice one more for you. And you know, if you have any little black pieces on the potatoes, just cut them off. P.S. I didn't start with this. These potatoes have been scrubbed. Just scrubbed under some cold water with a clean cloth. Make sure there's no sand or grit on it. Get it nice and thin. Easy enough. first time that I had potato pizza, and I was thinking about it earlier, and I figured it out. It was probably back in 1988 was the first time that I ever had it. Went with my kids, my husband, family to a big party at Dave Masiello's house. I don't know if any of you remember calling Dave's Market, but friends of my husband's family for years, and they were having a big party at their house, and I got to the food table and I saw this pizza, which was like a dream to me. Bread, potatoes, bacon. I was like, wow, okay, what is this? And I found the woman who made it, older Italian lady. She said, that's potato pizza, you've never had it? I said, no. She said, oh, I've been making this for years. So she gave me the recipe, she explained to me how she did it, and I've been making it ever since. And no one else had ever heard of it. And lo and behold, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, I walked into Sal's Bakery one day up on Chalkstone Ave, and I saw potato pizza on the counter. And I said, where the heck did you get this from? I said, oh, we just started making it. And, well, I've been making that for years. This is a Vidalia onion, nice and sweet. Now, some of you I know already are going to say I don't like onions, but believe it or not, you're not really going to taste them in this, but gives it a little sweetness, a little Vidalia onion. So again, see how thin those are sliced? Very, very thin. You won't even know that you're eating an onion. If you really don't like onions, don't put them in. There's going to be plenty of other seasoning. So I'm going to just give my hands a quick rinse. Now I have put that all into a big bowl, and what I'm going to do is olive oil. So, what did that look like? No measuring. That was a few squirts of olive oil into there. Salt. You don't have to go crazy with the salt because there's going to be cheese in this too. That looks good. Black pepper. Don't be shy. I love black pepper. Okay. I'm lucky. I don't have gallbladder. Okay. Garlic powder. I love garlic powder. This is McCormick garlic powder, which is like the best. But you don't need pieces of garlic in this garlic powder. Don't use garlic salt. Just a tip from me. Garlic salt is like all broken down, has too much salt in it, and it ruins any other flavor you have in there. So garlic powder. This is oregano. Wouldn't be a pizza without oregano. Okay. And Pecorino Romano cheese. Let's give this a nice big handful. Woo, right in there. Beautiful. Okay. This is going to be fabulous. All right. So I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm using my hands here, guys. This is the best way to get this mixed up and make sure that the potatoes are all separated. So you know, coat those potatoes up and make sure you feel all the oil on them. They're all separated. You can move them around with your hands. You want the seasoning to hit just about every potato there. It already smells good. Okay, I love oregano. I love the smell of it. Okay, that looks good. It's all mixed together. Let me rinse my hand. Now I'm going to prep your crust for you. So, take this pan. I'm actually going to set both pizzas up here for you. This will be quick enough. Let me move this stuff over. Okay. So, I'm going to give just a little light coating of oil to this dough, just for the edges, and just because it'll probably make things stick better. And just, don't be afraid to use your hands. Best tool in the world is your hand. Okay, beautiful. All right, now, simple. Even out these potatoes between both pans. In this one. And I think we're good. All right. So, again, using your hands, you're gonna spread these potatoes out. Want to make sure that there's not any spots on the crust where the potatoes are bunched up too much, because then it won't cook. Open those up a little bit. So some stuck together. Okay, but that looks good. And you're going to be pleasantly surprised. You wouldn't think that these potatoes would cook this fast, but they do. I'm going to spread this one out. And I'm going to do 2 different toppings for you today that I already have prepared. The first time that I had it, which I think I probably sat there and ate half of that platter that day, had bacon on it. And so I'm going to do one with bacon and one with pepperoni. There's no need to cook the bacon either, so it's all ready, it's all cut for you. Okay, spread these out. All right, there's the potatoes. Already looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna get this ready. I better wash my hands again because I'm gonna grab the cheese. So your cheese is gonna go on next. Little mozzarella cheese. The meat has to go on last on this, especially if it's bacon and it's raw, because you need to make sure that it gets cooked. So sprinkle each of them. You don't want to overdo it with the cheese. And this is just finely shredded mozzarella. I mean, what is better than this? I mean, I know for me, those are 2 of my favorite foods, bread and potatoes, which is why I don't weigh 120 pounds. But anyway, how good is that? All right, so there's your cheese. That's all you need, just a nice light layer, because the cheese is not what it's all about. All right, so I've got some bacon, and what I did was I just finely diced it up. Spread this around too a bit. I'm moving quick. I get a little more meticulous when I'm just making this by myself. I really spread things around, but no need for me to do that. I am going to get this just spread out a little bit. Okay. So there's the bacon one. What a flavor. Oh my God. You'll see when the bacon is cooked on top of that. This is pepperoni. I used a stick of margarita pepperoni. Sometimes I use the pre-sliced one in a package, but there's nothing like slicing your own pepperoni right off the stick. And you're going to get nice flavor from the pepperoni too. But the bacon is fabulous. Either way, done it that way too. So both are fine. We have one piece on the floor. Lost one. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, so these are ready for the oven. Oven again, 375. Now depending on how quick your oven cooks, you can adjust your oven accordingly. Don't forget, you've got potatoes that have to cook on this pizza. You have meat on the top that has to cook. So you want to make sure and do it. Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on 1 minute. This is going in the oven. And here is the finished one coming out. Take a look at that. I'm going to plop that there for a minute. Let me just make sure that crust is done. Oh yeah. Okay. We're in good shape. I'm just going to put these in the oven. Norma-Jean, you can get a nice shot of that pizza. We're going to cut it up. And I'm going to ask that my taste testers get over to the table. Alrighty. I'm just going to wipe this counter a little bit. There's really nothing dirty on here, but everybody knows and is so used to seeing my butcher board. Now, I do everything on this, and this is like the best surface to cut pizza on. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Got my fork ready. Yeah. Woohoo! Right out of the pan. Is that fabulous or what? Oh, slide it out. Done. Alrighty. And just with a cutter, I'm gonna cut this up. And I think my taste testers are ready. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that looks so good. What a smell. You can smell the bacon on it. You can smell the oregano. Okay. Look at that. All right, let me get a dish. I'm gonna put this on a dish for my peeps here. You ready, Christian? You ready, Tara? Who's ready for me? Oh yeah. Let's cut this a little better. Oops, sorry. I need to cut that all the way through. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, this smells so good. Fabulous. How do you like that? Look good, everyone? Okay, I'm gonna give this to my taste testers right now. Alrighty. And today, in my kitchen, I have Samantha, Tara, and my grandson, Christian. So, first sampling of potato pizza. There you go. Dig in, dig in. Hot? Yeah, it's very hot. Really hot. Full ball. Tell me what you think. I'll let you swallow, and then you can tell me. My grandson is like the fussiest eater in the world. What do you think, Christian?
Looks good.
Yeah. Is it good?
It's like heaven on a plate.
Is it? Oh, thank you, Tara. Samantha, what do you think?
I mean, you always outdo yourself.
Awesome. So, I hope you all enjoyed potato pizza on this snowy day here in Rhode Island. I will be back again. I actually have another video ready for you, Italian stuffed meatloaf. That'll probably be up tomorrow. So, I thank you, and I will see you again soon. Bye now.